Okay. That should be everything, hopefully. Once again, my mic got turned down somehow. I don't know how that keeps happening. My mic just keeps getting turned down between streams. Such a weird phenomenon. I wonder if it's bumping up against something and just getting the dial turned down. I don't know. Oh well. Probably not a big deal. Alright. So. Yeah. I have no idea how to start this. Meh. So, I've been putting some thought into things, and I wanted to try experimenting with some new designs for the cards. So we've got the original outline right here, and we're going to try making some new ones. See how it goes. Also grab some examples. We've got like Neopets and Pokemon and stuff like that thrown in here. So we'll kind of see what we kind of design things to be. I'm thinking kind of like a mixture of different styles. One of the main goals of this idea is to implement a card style that will allow us to utilize art pieces that are landscape instead of portrait. I don't know if I have a good example offhand. There's probably a bit of VV art that I have that would probably work. This music got really quiet all of a sudden. I haven't changed the volume. Alright, I guess we're going with a different video then, because constantly shifting volumes is not exactly my idea of a good time. This one's just starting with a dark song, isn't it? Let's see if this one has a few, you know. Yeah, this might be better. This one should work, I'm hoping. We'll turn it... Okay, maybe turn down a bit. Oh, this is the real vid. Okay. That was the intro the whole time, I guess. Whatever. Okay, that should be good. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, I think I can hear myself over it, so let's just go with that for now. Alright. So here's... As I was saying, I kind of want to do a mixture of... I'm thinking of like... so we got like your average Yu-Gi-Oh card here, right? So if we took your average Yu-Gi-Oh card, the design is fairly simple. It's got it's got a square image here. It's got a block of text down here with the whatever this is, the text describing it and describing the card, what it does, stats and different copyrights and data stuff, elements, name, rarity, stuff like that. All that, it's got all that in there. And then you take one of these. There it is. Your average Pokemon card. Pokemon is different in that it's got some similarities. You got the name up here, the element up there. It does have its Pokemon has one stat that's up here. I'm pretty sure it's the HP stat that's up here. And then it's got a more rectangular image. So it's got some stats here. It's got descriptors of different style attacks and things there. It's got more stats here. Some copyright stuff down at the bottom and other descriptors and things. But then you've also got something like Neopets that follows the same kind of thing. It's got name, descriptors, element. Neopets has the stats on the side, but it has a main image that's portrait. It's a portrait image, and it has a block, a semi-transparent block that has a brief description, and then copyright stuff down at the bottom. The thing I like about the Neopet option is that it also comes with the item card, which has like a small that has like not only a descriptor but like a small quote, but it follows the same kind of style as the Neopet character cards. So I've got stuff like that going. Bunch of ideas like that. There's also this is from a card game called, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Din, D-I-N-N. Yeah, D-I-N-N. I don't know what kind of card game it is, but I really like the card style they use. It's pretty neat. Most of the card is taken up from, it has an image taking up most of it. Okay, that's it. I'm getting sick of this. I need to find something that's not... We're just gonna go with my usual Legend of Zelda videos, because I know that the volume doesn't go all over the frickin' place like it has been doing. I wanted to try some other stuff for Legend of Zelda music, because I love Legend of Zelda music. And I've used these videos before. I know it's lo-fi stuff, but you know what? This way, I know all of the music is of a similar volume. Instead of all these stupid compilation videos, the volume is just all over the frickin' place, and I hate it. Bugs the crap out of me. I don't want to constantly have to, you know, shift settings in the stream to match the music. It's a very frustrating thing to have to constantly be doing. I wanted to try some new videos today. I guess that was a mistake. We could try some Animal Crossing music as well. Anywho, I'm gonna stop worrying about that now. Okay, so the rest of the deal we have going on with this card is that the bottom third, first 2/3, the top and middle are the picture. Then the bottom third is very simple, but easy to understand. It's got your basic stats, names, descriptors, copyright, and it's very simplistic. And I kind of like that style. I kind of like the simplistic look of this. But this is not exactly what we're looking for right now. What I'm looking for is to do something kind of like with how Pokemon does it. I want to make a card that can work with landscape artwork. So what I'm thinking is we can kind of merge Neopets with Pokemon. That's my thought process right now, is we can merge these two styles. So we'll have the landscape image. And we'll probably have a simple color scheme here. Probably some descriptors or something there, name up above, stuff like that. So that in mind, so this is what we got there. We are going to need to make the outer edge bigger. We're going to do this instead. Okay. What we're going to do something kind of like this. I will round the edges just so we avoid having the corners poke out. We'll have something kind of like this. Let's take a look again at our examples. Yeah, I think it would be beneficial to have some sort of outer rectangle. The name will go up here. Artist is going to go down here. We're going to need to shrink this down. Something like this. Okay. And kind of like this. I kind of like it in the corner better. We need a piece. We need an piece of artwork to put in here to kind of. There are a couple in my VV folder that we could potentially use. The difficulty is finding one that is like, this is solely a VV card kind of thing, you know? I think this one will do. I think this one fits our requirements for the size or the shape. Something like this. It's not bad, but it's not quite right. Or it could be. Well, let's try something real quick. Let's do this, and then hey, watch, how's it going? Ain't no worries, there's not really such a thing as being late. The fact that people show up to my streams is more than enough. Okay, so let's try this, but what we're gonna do is we're going to that. I'm doing alright. I'm just trying to... We're experimenting with new ways to design these cards. I'm trying to think what looks good and what really fits well, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I can't do symbols text in Photoshop. I didn't think so, but you know, it was worth a try. So what I'm thinking of is I'm gonna grab like say like I could grab either the radiation symbol or the smiley face symbol that Vivi has, or even this, and put it in this corner. I could have sworn I did something with that before. Whatever happened to my Vivi Tarot card file? Why is it not in the folder? My tarot card folder for the Vivi deck is missing. Or not the folder, but the file. I have the folder, but the specific file I need is gone. I wonder if it's on a different drive. No, that's not the right one. This is the old one. I don't know where the modern one went. Where is... This isn't gonna have what we want. Did it get erased? Did I overwrite it with something? I don't know. It's gone. I don't know what happened to it. The Vivi Tarot Deck 2.0 is gone. It is completely gone. There is no remnant of it anymore. It is kaput. I have the image files of the cards we made, but the Photoshop file is gone. It does not exist anymore. I don't know what happened to it. Because the folder's still there. Everything is here except for that one Photoshop file. That's gone. Everything else is in the folder but the Photoshop file for the tarot deck. And I don't know why. I don't know why that's gone. But it is. It's just done. Gone. There's no recovering it. Because as far as the rest of my files are concerned, it never existed at all. Well, that's incredibly frustrating. Because that Photoshop file had what I was going to work with. It would take me a long process to try to recreate that. So... And I guarantee that the files I had downloaded to create it don't exist anymore either, because I cleared out my downloads folder. do still have a few random things in this folder that I actually do need to put somewhere else before I lose them too, now that I look through it. Anywho. Alright, well, we'll figure out something, but basically the idea is I could put a symbol here for the VTuber, like their Oshi mark or something. We could put it in this corner here. What we could do to make up for that for now... Where the crap is the text going? Oh, stupid. We'll put a temporary filler thing in there. About right there. Hey Mog, how's it going? Okay. So we're gonna be putting the artist's name down here. The VTuber name here. But the whatever symbol the VTuber uses here. Now we need to figure out what we're gonna do with all this extra space. Oh wow! Hey Afro Scroll, thanks so much for subbing. I can tell I don't use that alert very often by the fact that it's, you know, still set on the default. But hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and thanks for being here. I have no idea what to put down here. We have this problem where we can't really expand this any further because it's kind of fitting where it needs to go, but now we have like all of this extra space. What do we put in here? Was the alert really loud? I didn't think of that. Was the alert too loud? Was it a good volume for you guys? Because it was decent for me. I don't know if it was too loud for y'all. I also have my headphones turned down a little bit, so it could just be quiet for me and loud for everybody else. It's not an alert I play with that often, since it's not one I use very often. I'm thinking we could maybe do something like this. So what? Yeah, you're right. That's usually where they put a lot of stats and stuff. The problem is I don't plan on putting any stats in here because at least maybe not yet. We've got a few examples pulled up. We've got Neopets, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh's in here too. You know what? Let's do this. put these side by side, more side by side in this separate file here, so we can actually give them a proper glance, you know, actually look at them and compare them. Okay, and then we've got so we've got character cards there. That was weird. Had a program error that wouldn't let me crop for a second. Hey, Proximal, how's it going? How you doing? Okay, so then item cards, got character cards and item cards, and we're gonna put them all side by side so we can properly compare and contrast different styles of popular trading card examples. Now, obviously, what we're doing is kind of a hodgepodge of all of these kind of styles. We're not just focused on just one type of way of doing this. It's just kind of like, let's see what other people have done and kind of see what we like and what we don't like and kind of create our own thing out of it. So, obviously, we're not going to have this big wall of text that like Yu-Gi-Oh cards have. This is a bit much. I don't have that. I'm not. Yeah, I don't have that much to put in there. I'm thinking maybe something more along the lines of like what the Neopets cards do, but in that regard, there won't be enough information to put in there. So what I'm thinking is if we could put in some placement stuff for stats, but then we'd have to come up with what stats we want. What kind of stats would work for like a, say, a VTuber trading card situation, you know? Would it be your average like attacking type game, or would it be something else like I feel like when it comes to doing this kind of idea for like VTubers, it's kind of hard to give them stats because then it kind of feels like you're kind of like judging VTubers based on some sort of invisible criteria to create these stats for them, and it just feels weird to me. I don't know, maybe somebody who's a little more doesn't give a crap about that kind of stuff and is better at the just throwing numbers around could do that a better job at that, but I'm not really big on doing stats. We could create a special effect. We could do that. It would take a bit of imagination to work with the VTuber's lore or general themes and stuff that they have going on in some of their stuff. Yeah, giving stats to actual people just feels kind of wrong, you know? Oh, my chat box is being wonky again. It does this every time. Anyway, I do have some. I had some ideas for items we could do. Like, there's some typical streamer quote, like sayings and memes and stuff like that that we could try to throw in. YGO. What is YGO? Is that like a Yu-Gi-Oh thing, or I don't follow trading card stuff. I used to collect them when I was a kid, but then okay, it is Yu-Gi-Oh. I thought so, but I wanted to double check before I said something stupid. Is there a difference between? Should I look up modern Yu-Gi-Oh card? See if it comes up with a different card style. I don't know. I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh in my life. I've never collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't know if there's a difference between original Yu-Gi-Oh and some new modern style of Yu-Gi-Oh card. I look at Yu-Gi-Oh cards and just go, I don't know how to read this. That is it is like cool image, wall of text, and other symbols and dots and things that just like make no sense in my brain. I'm just, nope. All right, here's something. I'm gonna grab this file here. Of course, pretty much every image you get now is a WebP file, which is just ridiculous. Because WebP files they work on Photoshop, but they don't work anywhere else. At least not as far as I've tested. Okay, is this what you mean by like the modern Yu-Gi-Oh style? This is what I got. This is kind of what I got when I searched modern Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's fairly similar, though. I see that they've moved away from... Interesting, they don't have any of the copyright stuff on this. Is this... I wonder if they changed their style to having the copyright stuff on the back of the card instead of the front. Okay, so this could be anything else. Okay, then whatever. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh just has those infamous long wording effects. So more or less, we'll just keep the same general style for all of these. I really like this style of doing the Neopets thing. The problem is, there's not really enough room. Or, there's too much room, rather. So, looking here, we have all of this to work with. Also, I do want to change the color of it. What kind of color scheme do we want to go for? I personally want to go for a kind of bluish color scheme. I'm rather partial to blue. I like the color blue. It works well with it works well with my eyeballs, so I'm feeling kind of going with blue. I'm gonna pull up my good old color names webpage and look at different colors of blue and see if one of these works for me. Here's the blue section. I feel like we could try... Let's try royal blue. A bit too bright. Maybe a bit too much on the neon styling. Something a bit more subdued, maybe cornflower blue. No, I don't really like that. Just needed to be a bit more subdued, you know? Maybe steel blue will work. Yeah, this one, I think this one will work. This color could do. Hmm. Um, it's kind of a mixture. It's kind of a mixture. I'm not entirely certain whether or not we'll put game effects in. I definitely think we could, and I'm not against the idea. The problem is, we would need to come up with what we would put as the game effects. You know. Um. Mostly right now, I'm working out where we would put everything and how we would want it all to look. Like whether we add game effects or if we just put like some like baseball card descriptors. Like we could do both. This isn't limited to just one design. We're gonna do like multiple designs. So we could do like a baseball card one and make that one look good, and then like, okay, that's done. Now let's move on to making a Yu-Gi-Oh style card or whatever we want to do. So this is like just we finish one, we work on one idea, work on that, and then move on to another idea and just kind of just do whatever the crap we want. That's more or less what's going on. Hey, no worries. I will not be against people giving good ideas. This is not. Mm, I'm not worried about changing the colors right now. I'm picking some colors that I think work well mainly for my eyeballs. To be fair, I'm extremely biased in my opinions on colors because of my color blindness, but I'm just grabbing some colors to stylize it, and then we'll kind of figure things out from there. No, I like the other one better. Let's try light blue. I'm very partial to blue because the blue cones in my eyes are the only cones that work properly. The green and red cones are both busted in my eyeballs, so blue tends to be my favorite color by default because it's the one that I can work with best. How are none of these looking any good? Like, what the heck is happening here? Also, why is everything going into the design examples folder? Something's not right here. This is not the color I chose sky blue, and for some reason it's not giving me sky blue. Oh, now it did. Okay, so this is sky blue. The color I had before was not sky blue. I actually kind of like sky blue. I want to try one more, just in case. I want to try one more, and if I like this one better, then we'll go with it. Otherwise, we'll switch back. Yeah, I think I like regular sky blue better. Okay, so I think this is what we'll do for color schemes for now. Okay, so I suppose the question is there anything wrong with the idea of having copious amounts of white space? So, for example, let's change. Let's do it like something like this. So say this were some sort of like the descriptor for like the Neopets card, right? And we put that in here and it looks like this. Would that be good enough? Like this would be all that would be on the card. There's this much extra space. We could try centering it like this. The question comes down to, would this be acceptable for like an actual like trading card style? That's a lot of white space. A lot. Here's an idea. Let's grab. I need to open Vivi's Twitch. Could use either Vivi's Twitch page or we could use her Twitter page bio stuff. Well, I'll just open up both and see what she has on them. I always use Vivi as my guinea pig for these ideas because I'm a big Vivi fan, obviously. Okay, so this is the bio that Vivi has on her Twitch page. We'll shrink down the size a bit. So we put this here, and we're going to change the... We will have to remove a few things. For example, all of these symbols, because Photoshop does not allow symbols. So if we put this, and then say we grab another thing. And we will make it and we'll put one of Vivi's general phrases in here. Although I am gonna have to, censor it a little bit. So if we did something kind of like this. So it's basically got the Neopet style of this kind of thing. It's got a general thing up here, and then it's got a quote type lore or whatever thing down below. So it's kind of got that style going. We will still need to figure out what we want to do for the... Do I have any art pieces from do I have any Vivi art that would have a good thing I could use as a symbol? Let me see. Oh, hey, this one has a few. We would need to put a second artist. There. Make that. So what we're going to do... I actually heard the bonk. What the crap? I did nothing to change my audio settings, but it actually worked this time. Oh, it's funny. Okay. How big or small do we want to make this? Good question. I think somewhere around here might be good. So this is like one style that we could do it in. Is there anything missing from this? Ah, here's an idea. I wonder why the drop shadow is inside of the rectangle. Wait a minute. Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay. So we actually would need this to be above that. That would fix the problem. Actually, I think there's a better way to do this. There you go. I think adding the drop shadow kind of helps it stand out a little bit more, you know? Really kind of helps it pop. Although, would it be better with the drop shadow as it is? Or would it be better... No, I liked it before. Yeah. I like that angle better. Alright. We'll save this as design number 1. I don't know what to call this. We'll just call it design 1. Gotta find the right folder to save it in. So that's one way we can do it. Now, I do think we could keep most of this the same for the other styles. What we'll end up changing mostly is probably like the stuff that's contained in here. So say we did want to add in stats. So we'll make this one... this one red. This isn't fitting as well as I would like. Oh wow, that works much better. Okay, yeah, that fits. All right, cool. Probably want to make this all caps. Now, obviously, the stat 1 would be changed to like agility or strength or, you know, whatever stat name you want to give it. Then we'll give it a double-digit number just so we can see how double-digit numbers fit. How many stat blocks do we want to give it? 4 is the number that they use in the Neopet style. Your general, I guess we could go. Let's say we go with like, I'll say 5. Let's go with like 5. Whatever the stats might be, we'll just make 5 of them. We need one more. Now we gotta figure out how to move all. I guess we'll just do this. Go here, grab all of the stat blocks, center it. Instead of stat 1, we'll just change it to stat, so that'll fit better in block. There we go. And I don't think we'll have it go above double digits, so we'll just in a few of these random numbers. Ugh, I hate the color yellow. I'm a bit biased in that, but I just look. I don't like yellow. Orange. I'm fairly half and half with orange. Orange can be really annoying, but it can also be fine. It can really depend. Yellow just really hurts my eyes to look at, so can't stand yellow. I think the stat blocks are too small. I like where they're positioned right now, but I do like the way they're styled, but I don't think it's going to work in the long run. So let's just move these down here real quick. Going to grab all of these stat blocks. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay. There we go. Larger stat blocks. And maybe that did too much. There we go. That does look better. Okay. So something like this. And we'll still leave the VTubers, typical classic VTuber catchphrase from the person. We'll still leave that in. Just because it's a fun add-in, makes the card a little more unique. Is it just me, or does it look like there's more room over here than there's over here? I tried to center everything. Yeah, that looks a bit better. The problem with centering stuff is that if I were to try to move this, it's not only locking onto the center of the, you know, the main thing, it's locking onto literally everything. So every little piece, which can be annoying. A good way to make sure you can get it to be centered solely off of, you know, whatever the main center is to make everything else, is to hide everything else. Like, just take everything and hide it all, and then try to move that one piece, and that usually is better. So that one, the current one we just did, is a little bit more based on this style. Ah, crap. I need to check how to spell a word. Ah, okay. I was spelling it right. Okay, I think this will work for style too. Now, what if we wanted to do one that's a bit more Pokemon styled? You know? What if the card has multiple effects? Kind of like Pokemon multiple attacks, different moves that the Pokemon knows. What if we wanted to do that kind of thing? So we could keep this same stuff. Here's an idea. So let's take stat blocks. I just realized what I've been doing wrong this entire time. All of this has been on outline 2. I was supposed to create multiple outlines. Oops. That's my bad. Okay. We're fixing this. Keep that. Actually, just delete all of this. I just gotta go in here, grab this again. Oh hey, it kept the symbols this time. Nice. Okay. This is outline 2. This one's outline 3. Then we'll copy outline 3. Make outline 4. There we go. That way we're able to go into any of the other ones that we've created and we're able to, you know, fix them up. Change them up if we feel like it. Now I can go back to what I was doing before. this one will have specific stats because we're only going to stick to 3 main stats on this style: HP, attack, and defense. Ah. Not a big fan of how Pokemon does it all centered like this. It just kind of feels off to me, so I kind of prefer doing it like this. I don't know. Maybe that's just my own design choice, but it feels comfortable to me. Now we could add some symbols or something here as well. Um, It doesn't seem... Yeah, Photoshop just isn't all that friendly with different symbols, so... Hmm. Is there anything else that we're missing? It just feels like something else could be added. No, it seemed pretty good. Of course, we also have stuff from Din. Not that that's all that different. I pulled this example card mostly because I like the way there's not really like, if you don't want to have like an edge to the card, you know? But this is all for if we wanted to do portrait style card, not portrait, landscape artwork. These are cards that work for landscape artwork. Now we do need to make some cards that work with square artwork, specifically squared artwork. Good example would be some of these are a bit more portrait than just plain square. I think the pieces from Dusk Strider might work. Good examples of this. I just sworn there was another one that worked well for this concept. Yeah, there's a few, I suppose, that could work. Oh, wait, there it is. This one. So here we have an art piece that is fully square. So how would we go about making a card that fits this? And I think that's kind of where we could pull from the Yu-Gi-Oh style of doing things. The Yu-Gi-Oh cards leave a bit more space. So if we did something like this, resized it to maybe about here. We can make it a bit bigger. Resize it to I think this might work. I don't know if I want to get rid of stat blocks yet, so we'll just hide them for now and then decide what we want to do with them. I kind of want to keep the stat blocks, so we're just gonna move them. I don't know. I just feel kind of partial to the stat block idea. So something like this. I don't know why I'm so partial to the stat block idea, but I am. Hey, no worries, no worries. All right. So there's an idea for these square artwork cards. Now let's make another version of this, but let's go with the style we had before. One of the styles we had before. Whoops. I gotta save this one first. Whoops. I'm making all sorts of mistakes today. This is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. And this one is technically number 4. So we're going to rename these so that the numbering keeps up with how I'm saving them. Okay, so now we get rid of this. Now we do get rid of the stat blocks on this one. Go down to here, grab this, bring it back. Vivi has a few art pieces, fan art pieces with Captain Cube. I actually have, I think I have all of them. Let's see. There's the one we're using, then there's this one. And this one. This one. I don't remember if there were any others at this time. There could be more. There could be some 1 or 2 new ones that I forgot to save. I try to, every now and then, I try to go through Vivi's fan art stuff on like Twitter and Discord and stuff. And I try to save as many as I can to utilize in different projects. Yep, that's all the ones I have. I don't know if there are any others beyond these, so there are 4 that I know of. And I'm pretty sure they're all done by the same artist. Oh yeah, PMX. I'm pretty sure it's PMX02. I would need to. Oh wait, there's this one. Which is done by Captain Cube himself. Yeah, it's PMX02. 025. 025. PMX 025. The reason why there's an extra number on PMX 025 is because in the folder itself, I needed to put extra numbers to be able to save them all. I need to actually start putting dashes in between the name and the extra number, so I don't forget. I want to make at least one of these that's with like an item kind of thing. I had ideas for stuff like that, but the problem is I struggled to finish it, so the idea I had for one was, hey Zal, how's it going? We're having a pretty good time. We've actually successfully made a few different card designs. Part of this is to make some designs that could work with different types of classic trading card game type stuff. So we've pulled together some example pieces from different card games and just taken bits and pieces from each of these and kind of mix and matched and just kind of seen things we like, things we don't like. And so we've got some that work with we've got a couple that work with square art pieces, and then we've got a few that work with the rectangular landscape artwork. This one just still looks weird when you zoom out all the way. I don't think it looks that weird when you look at the art piece itself. I'm gonna have to double check that. Let's see, this is design 3. Yeah, see, it doesn't have that effect here, although it's oddly blurry. It's just blurry in Photoshop, it's whatever. Anyway, so this is the first rectangular design, and then we've got this one and this one. So now that we've finished designs for both portrait art pieces and square art pieces, there's maybe 2 different designs we could work with. There's something that's kind of like how Neopets has theirs, where it's it's an image that nearly fits the entirety of the card. And then there's creating whatever design we just decide works best with an item. So if we were to make like an actual, say we were to make like an actual card game out of this, an actual TCG game, TCG, TCG, you know what I mean, trading card game. They would usually have some form of like items or environments or special effects, you know, different things like that. So we would need to come up with like what would be an item that you could use, and what would we use for example, I would, you know, like finding something a lot of different VTubers tend to say a lot, like a VTuber specific trend or meme or stuff like that. Taking those kind of things and turning them into like the item cards with different effects. Like, for example, something that's been going around with like Vivi streams and Pandora streams is the streamer cute stuff. So I'm thinking the best way we could utilize it is probably through this style. Now the question is, what would we put as the main art piece? Oh, hold on, I gotta let the dog in just a sec. All right. Okay. I don't think we would need the ocean mark section for this particular one. Just delete it. So this is basically the extent of what I've come up with for item stuff. Our piece go here, and that's it. There are two different versions to this, though. There's this one, and then there would be another one that would... Hold on. So this would be the second version. So now it would just come down to like how would we represent these items? Because it's not as if there's, you know, like an actual art piece or something to represent this. It's just something some VTubers say. So I don't know how you would represent it. And that's where my problem comes in. So right now, the best I have is just there you go. That is the extent of what I have for it right now. Just a big question mark. I have no idea what to do with it. Why does it keep doing that? Huh. Oh, whatever. So yeah, this is the extent of what I've got for items, for the item card idea so far. It is a work in progress. Why does it seem like this edge is wider than this edge? I wonder if it's because of the drop shadow. Oh, wait, I have an idea what it could be. Yeah, it's the drop shadow rectangle. It's just big enough that it was causing an extra amount of space. That should help counteract that. Yeah, that's more or less where I'm at with the item cards. I'll have to figure out more to do with them. Specifically, like, if I could find certain phrases or whatnot that a lot of VTubers tend to share a lot that we could turn into an item card. I'm sure I could find some if I really started looking, but I haven't really done that. Yep. I guess that's about it for item cards. I'm kind of fresh out of ideas of what else to do with them. What else have we not worked with? All right, there was the Neopet style one of doing this sort of thing. Let's try to recreate that. Okay, let's see. Let's find a piece of VV art that would work well for this sort of idea. It needs to be something that is portrait style, but also tells enough of a story with the background, as well as Vivi herself. Why not this one? Let's go with this one. Okay. Gonna need to go back in here and grab the inner edge. We'll change the color to, let's go red for now. We want it to be different from the outer edge and from the background color. I don't think... Yeah, there's a little bit of a gap at the bottom too, so we'll do... Just kind of gotta make sure all the edges are matching up. Hmm. How do I make a selection out of this thing? If I rasterize it, then okay, there we go. There we go. That did what we wanted it to. Awesome. That looks nice. Okay. It's not bad, but it doesn't quite fit our prerequisite of having a good background going on. Or at least like a background that has something happening in it. I want to try another art. Here we go. Let's just use the one we used for the original trading card. Okay, let me just finish what's left. Oh, that's what it is. So we went over a bit. Hmm. Yeah, that's more or less how they did it on there. So it's Let's make design number 6. Oh, well. Oh boy. That was actually a lot of fun making all those. We do need to turn it into a full-on thing like the card batches, though. So let's see. Let's go grab cards. Oh, hold on. There's something wrong with this. Yep, there is something wrong with this one. Which card is this? I don't know how it happened. Or is it just my imagination? I think it might just be my imagination. I don't see... No, look, there's definitely something at the bottom of the card. Look at that. But I don't know what it is because it's not showing up here. It's not saving a mat. I can't really tell in here. Yeah, see, even in here, like, there's nothing there. So what gives? Why is it in here? There's this weird outer edge to the card. It's definitely not my imagination. Look at this. You can see it. I don't know where it comes from. I'm not too upset about it because it's not like it's, you know, really disrupting anything. Oh, I'm gonna open up the card. I want to look at it closer. Yeah, in the image viewer, there's definitely a white haze around it, and I don't know why. Let's try resaving this one and see if that magically gets rid of it. Doesn't look like it did. No, it didn't. I don't know why it's doing that. There's no. Saving it as a PNG 8 seems to have gotten rid of most of it. I don't know why saving it as a PNG 24 is what's causing so many issues. That's why I have this black rectangle down here, so I can check the outline and make sure there's nothing, you know, going on like that. I don't know where it's coming from. Boggling my mind. I mean, look at you go down to the pixels and there's nothing down here. None of that stuff is here. I mean, there's a little bit around here, but that's normal because that's where the corner's curving around. So I don't know where it's all coming from. It's a true mystery, apparently. Well, whatever. It's not causing too many problems in this, it's just weird. So it's kind of one of those things was like, well, whatever, I guess. Yeah, it seems to be just around everything. Look, there's more of it around all of the letters and the lines and it. I have no idea what it could be. Doesn't seem to be appearing much on this one, though. I mean, I guess it does in spots, but it's not quite as bad. Whoops, that was an accident. Oh, look at this. I missed a spot on the echo card. You can see little blue bits of blue and whatnot in there. We'll just keep going until... we'll just keep doing these, I guess. I don't know. Just have to put aside the small things for now. Let the little things bother you, you'll never finish any of them. Finish your work. Oh, the background isn't stable. Lock that down. We missed a spot on this card as well. Hold on. I wonder if it's because I'm resizing them. If I were to save this again, but I didn't resize it, I wonder if that would change anything. Check that real quick. Maybe? Part design number 1 is the one we knew had the... Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. I'm resizing it when I save it, so it messes up the file. It messes it up. So there you go. That's how we fix it. Okay. We'll just resave all of these, but don't resize them. It's fascinating that it's doing that when I resize it. It adds a little bit of weird stuff to it. We are gonna have to do a little bit of work. Maybe not. Yeah. Looks like they're gonna stay good enough. Alright, cool. Okay, there we go. I think we'll call this the TCG batch. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. That was fun. Always a good time. Still have a bit of work to do in terms of the regular trading cards. Okay, I think that fixed it. Oh, there's a spot there. You can resave this one. I don't remember what size I saved them to. Whatever. Do that. Okay. I don't think I resized them. I think I just saved them as they were. Nope, apparently not. Oh wait, that's a bad example. Yeah, it is just saved as it was. There we go. Now I fixed up the echo card. Oh. Alright. Well, I think that about does it for the cards we were working on. I need to create a Twitter thread. I'm planning on creating a Twitter thread that's gonna just have all of the card batches, because what I've been doing up till now is I've been posting them after the stream announcement, and that kind of makes it hard for people to look to find them all. They kind of look at one and then it's like, well, where's the rest, kind of thing, you know? So I'm planning on doing a full Twitter thread that'll have all of them. So people can look at all of the different batches of cards we've made. But, got some exciting stuff coming up, though. I don't have a hand cam thing of any type, so I can't, hold on. There we go. I got these. So for those who weren't there for Vivi's Clickathon, or may have otherwise missed out on this thing I was talking about on that, I've decided that I'm going to bring back my little series that I did where I took Cadbury cream eggs and I mixed them into different kinds of food. That is a real thing I did. Pretty sure I still have the... I might still have the thumbnail somewhere. They're probably in old files. Found the first one. Where's the second one? Or, I mean, I found the second one. I can't find the first one. Actually, I think I downloaded it. Yep, here it is. So, a while back, this is really blurry because it's super small and I just expanded the crap out of it. A while back, I made a video where I took Cadbury cream eggs and I put them into different kinds of ramen and macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. And I did the same thing with... I made a second episode with, like, called it Cadbury soup, but I don't remember what I mixed in there anymore. It's been too long. It's been a while, I don't remember. Anyway. Oh, right, now I remember it was like beef stew or something. Anyway, point is, during Vivi's Clickathon, somebody, they were talking about gamer subs, and somebody brought up gamer subs and food or something, and then it was like, you know what, I'm gonna bring back that as video series, but instead of Cadbury cream eggs, I'm gonna be taking these two gamer subs flavors that I bought, and I'm going to be mixing them in random foods. And we'll see what happens. You can see that I made sure to buy the caffeine free because multiple reasons. The main reason is if I'm going to be mixing this stuff in a bunch of food at varying quantities, I'm not exactly going to be doing a whole lot of exact measuring. It's going to be more flavor based rather than measurement based. So I didn't want to, you know, accidentally overdo an absurd amount of caffeine, you know? So I got the caffeine-free versions to save me that headache. That and caffeine doesn't really do much for me anyway, so whatever. But yeah, that's something I'm going to be doing. Now that they've arrived in the mail and I have the powders, I'm going to start recording probably on Monday. Since Monday's a holiday, I got plenty of time to do that. But I'm gonna look for stuff that's that I've got stored. I'm gonna look through like my food storage stuff and see what kind of things are like getting close to their expiration dates. So it's like, hey, this food is gonna go to waste anyway. I might as well use it for a good cause. But I've got all this. I've got some new tech that I've got as well, and some stuff that I'm gonna work with to make the videos better than they were before. Mic quality is gonna be better. Video quality is gonna maybe be better because I'm gonna change where I'm recording and have it more stabilized. And it's a newer phone than the last one. The last two videos I made were on my iPhone 6. These ones are gonna be on, I think it's an iPhone 12 mini. I can't remember. Either way, it's a better camera, so video quality is going to be improved, audio quality is going to be improved because I have these little wireless microphones. So yeah, so I'm gonna have better quality audio with the mic. And then I'm planning on seeing if I can't re-record the audio. I'm either gonna play the video in my microphone with live 2D with, you know, VTube Studios up, or I'm just going to rewatch the recording and restate the voice lines into VTube Studios so that we get all of this model movement stuff and like paste that over. So that like the video will have my model in it. That way I can, you know, get better camera angles without doing all these crazy jumping through hoops to not have my face in the video, you know? It'll make it a lot better. So I have planned this out much more thoroughly than last time. Last time was literally like, I want to put Cadbury cream eggs and stuff. I want to record me doing that. I'm gonna upload that on YouTube, and that was about the extent of it. There was like no thought put into it, which would have been fine, you know, back in 2003 when YouTube first started. But in this day and age, that kind of video is not exactly popular. People expect a lot of absurd amount of quality and professionalism in videos nowadays. It's kind of sad and boring, in my opinion. But I'm really looking forward to this experiment. It's gonna be fun. I do stupid things. Mostly because I'm bored, but oh hey, Hootie's having a birthday party, and Vivi's there. We can do that for a raid, since it's about time for the stream to end anyway. But anywho, let's see. It's Vivi, Hootie, and Pumpkin Potion, I believe. Hold on, I gotta open it anyway. Yep. I actually think Vivi, Pumpkin Potion, and Hootie. It's Hootie's birthday stream. So we're gonna raid into that. But thank you everybody who came by. I appreciate it. I do want to do more gaming streaming and stuff. Or just other streaming in general. Next week is an upload week, so I should maybe be able to find time for that. So we'll see what happens. But considering that streaming, not to sound, woe is me kind of thing, but like my live streams don't really get a large following or viewership base, so I like to, my mentality is kind of shifted to, I'm going to put more effort forward into things like my clips channel and stuff, because that is showing more actual growth and potential than live streaming. So I don't stream as much, and I'm not as focused on that. But we'll see what happens. You never know. The future is not set in stone, so anything can happen. But I do want to stream, and I do try to stream. That's just I'm just kind of explaining where my mindset is at. It's like a lot of people seem to really look forward to a lot of the clips, so I kind of want to and I'm really enjoying a lot of the more in-depth editing I'm doing with them, so I'm trying to put a little bit more into those. But anywho, that aside, back to setting up the raid. Where am I? Here we go. Oh, keyboard. Type correctly. Here. I am just unable to type today. Okay. Alright. So, until next stream, I hope y'all have a good one. Thank you for coming by to the little anniversary and making all these cards and stuff. I hope you guys had fun. And I hope you enjoy all these fun little cards. I enjoy making these cards. It's fun. I enjoy working with other people's stuff more than I like making my own content. Is that weird? Anyway, until next time, have a good one. Have fun with Hootie and wish him a happy birthday. Bye-bye.